You know, the cool thing about it is you can't see our lips move, so nobody will know if it's in sync or not.
All right, ready?
All right.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite Gray vs. Blues favorite nerd, and today we are talking about Captain America: Civil War.
Wouldn't it be red versus blue?
No.
I get the
making a
reference.
historical reference.
I get it, but see, nobody else is going to get that.
I'm here with my co-host from Nerd Rage Radio, the whitest Miles Morales you've ever seen, Mr. Adam Russman.
I think it makes you think me this.
You had to bleep that out now.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll do as we normally do, and then afterwards, of course, on the podcast, once again, Nerd Rage Radio that the two of us run, we'll have a very spoiler-heavy discussion about it, and this is going to be the spoiler-free discussion.
Yes.
So,
which is now on Google Play.
Which is now also on Google Play.
Yeah.
We're going to do the good, the bad, and the ugly as we always do. What was your good?
Maybe the great.
Ooh. Listen to you.
The first thing has to be a little Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He was great. He might have been perfect.
He might have been perfect.
Like, in every aspect. Like, I'm trying to find something to complain about. Maybe he looks too, like, a tad too CGI, but he doesn't. It looks good. It just, like, it's, you know, even when you see the costume and, like, it kind of comes off his face, it looks the same as it did when he was doing Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah, it's on the money.
It is. That's really good. The motives of the heroes, like Tony's motives, I was very scared about. Cap's motives, everything felt solid. It didn't feel like anything was shoehorned. It was different from the comic book substantially, but it was more than Civil War just a name. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Which I think was a feat. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty good.
Yeah. What'd you think of Black Panther?
I thought he's perfect. You wanted more African voice?
No. That's funny.
What did you want him to sound like, Bob?
No. I think he sounded fine, and I think that the guy who played him outside of the suit was on the money. I loved what he did.
I didn't like the spinning whirlwind kick thing.
I liked that.
That was too much, dude.
I was just getting ready to say one of my praises is the fight choreography, kind of overall. Oh, from beginning to end.
The fight choreography is awesome.
Is some of my
little
kick. I think that the tone, for the most part, is where I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
There's a few times, which we'll talk about here shortly, where it wasn't where I wanted it to be.
What about all the good?
That's what I'm saying, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But that's why, for the most part, it's where I wanted it to be. I like these guys that are doing these Winter Soldier, and then it's so ridiculous, so stupid, stupid and awesome. But they had
a little collection going.
You do,
yeah,
you do. So I think that I dug the tone. I loved Spider-Man. I kind of feel like this is the first time I've ever seen Spider-Man in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel that way. And
it was awesome.
And I liked the guy who played Black Panther. I think that the returning cast pretty much did a good job across the board, and I dug the tone. And I'm kind of on board with the overall story, but most importantly, for me, I feel like the heart was back in Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it was there really with Ant-Man, and I don't feel like it was there really with Age of Ultron, but I feel like it was in it here.
Yeah, it was a Marvel movie we needed and deserved.
Yeah, and how about you?
Yeah.
What about the bad?
There wasn't much. I think it goes back to the very thin villain. It's Baron Zemo, just a name.
Yep.
He's not Baron
totally
Zemo.
Just a name.
I don't even think they should have named him Zemo. I think they should have had him be something else. You wouldn't have cared. Maybe, I guess he comes, later. Maybe he could. I don't know. Something, purple mask and fluffy shoulders.
Yeah.
But his reasonings were still good for doing what he did and achieving his goals that he set out to do.
Yeah, but I didn't want to feel sympathy for him. Like, I wanted him to just be evil.
So, you wanted just a one-dimensional bad guy?
No.
Is that what you're asking for?
No, because I'm okay with people that want to do bad stuff.
Yes.
I'm okay.
I don't want to bleep out more than one.
Right. I'm okay if somebody's like like, I want to rule the world, or I want to destroy the Avengers, or I want to put an end to this potential threat.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that as their motivation.
Okay.
I get tired. Like, I get tired of Hannibal coming from an abused background. I get tired of, the Joker possibly having this horrid background that he like. I just want. Sometimes I just want bad guys to be bad guys.
Yeah.
I don't need them to have this traumatic incident that makes them a bad guy. Personally.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got to have some reasoning behind what he's doing.
Reasoning is fine. Sympathy is something else.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't want to feel sympathy for all my bad guys.
Well, yeah, okay. And you felt too sympathetic for Ultron?
No, Zemo.
Did you feel too sympathetic for Aaron from Ant-Man?
No, I didn't feel anything for that guy because I didn't get enough.
Gotcha. So this was too much for this guy, then, you think?
It's not that it's too much. It's the wrong direction.
Okay.
It's not the direction that I wanted.
You just wanted a bad mofo.
Yeah, I closer to... Like, I would have almost been okay if they would have worked a way where Crossbones was the main villain throughout.
Okay.
Speaking of Crossbones, he's one of my negatives. Although I kind of dug that sequence.
Yeah.
I hate his voice, dude. I hate
that guy.
His voice. His voice irritated me. It was like I felt like he was gonna say at some point like I have some dastardly deeds planned, Captain. Like, it was too on the nose.
Yeah.
It was a bit too on the nose. I'm a big fan of villain voices. Top 5 villain voices.
Ooh, man. I mean, the Emperor, number 1.
Number 1. See, Vader's my number 1.
No. You
will die.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Vader number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Vader number 2. Number Trace Puntos.
I think number 2 for me is Legend.
Ooh.
Sit or stand.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Not my top 5 though. Actually, Heath Ledger Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
really I think that's gonna be in my top 5.
And Hannibal Lecter, Anthony Hopkins.
5.
Yeah, and he's lived with a nice Chianti and some fava beans. So, yeah, and then number 5. Number 5.
De Mayo.
I know that's what it is. Drinking nice Coronas.
I like the Wolf from Neverending Stories voice.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like Darth Maul's voice. I like. I wish I got more of it. Don't get me wrong, but that whole that subtleness to his voice is wicked to me. Like that fear.
I got one.
What?
Bricktop.
Okay.
From, was that Lockstock or is that Snatch?
I think it's Snatch. No, wait.
Something about, no, it's Snatch.
Okay.
Something about Bricktop. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Bricktop, because he was the bartender in Lockstock.
Okay.
Yeah. Something about that guy, because he means every syllable.
Who's Bullet-Tooth Tony?
He's pretty good too. Bricktop was an old man.
Bricktop was the Russian?
Do you know what the definition of nemesis means?
Yeah. A Bane is one of mine. I love
soggy biscuit.
Frowny biscuit.
Frowny biscuit.
What did you have? But I like you're weird about being touched.
I like being touched in the face, man. I don't like that shit at all, man. I barely like my wife to touch me in the face.
I think that what else? I love the voice of the Red Dragon in
yeah.
It's like, especially, I don't know if it made it in the movie, but there's like the deleted scene where she's looking down out of the window and she's looking at he's looking down out of the window looking at her in the yard or the garden or whatever.
And it's talking to him.
Yeah, and the Red Dragon is talking to him. It's like, you have to kill her.
Yeah,
she's making you weak.
What about Megatron's voice?
Oh, it's a good one. I think I prefer Nimoy's Galvatron though over Megatron.
Yeah, Orson Welles, Unicron.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah. Dude, he was big as Unicron.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back on track.
The Ugly. I haven't done my bad.
Yeah, you do. I got a couple more bad things to say.
Okay. There were some key plot points where these guys have all been working together for at least 4 years. They established that, right? And I felt like there's a little bit more investigation that should have gone on before people started jumping to conclusions about stuff. And everybody was really too quick to act with which set off a chain of events that they needed to act in that way to act in this way, and then for it all to be kind of cleanly tied up. And, the tidiness of it at the end, because there's a lot of, which is going to be part of my ugly spot, a lot of similarities with BVS. A lot.
There is a lot of similarities. Now, I have a couple more complaints about it. There's no spoilers, but there's a part with a Volkswagen Beetle. Mm-hmm. Don't like it at all.
Oh,
don't like it at all.
The jokey jokes
completely takes me out of the movie. Yeah. I don't like Stan Lee's appearance. I don't like it at all.
That wasn't that bad.
Especially after seeing him in Deadpool, I just feel like this is such a step down.
It's kind of funny though,
and
it was too jokey though. That's probably my ugly. It was too jokey.
It was too jokey.
It should have been a serious movie.
And what was the?
And Tony wasn't even the jokester.
Yeah,
he wasn't even the jokester.
And I also have some. There's I have a problem with the way that like all the characters kind of started popping up.
Getting really moist.
All the characters started popping up, like. It just seemed like it was too coincidental, which was one of my few complaints with Winter Soldier. There were some things that were just too coincidental, but like it was just like it got to a point where every time the camera panned, I felt like a new character was coming in. I just expected to hear like like here's Ant-Man, hey guys, like the studio audience is like, oh, like it was just there were some elements to that where I was just like, okay, all right.
I want to jump back to the good.
Almost the whole airport scene, which you see in the trailer, so it's not spoilery.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it didn't quite fit the movie, even though I enjoyed it.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I mean, it was an amazing scene, but it was like a little bit of line of scrimmage. Everybody's getting on the deck and really
it didn't. It's that part seemed more like an Avengers movie than a Captain America movie.
Yes, it did. Now I will go back to the good for a second because there's a lot of characters in this movie, and it's not an Avenger movie. It's a Captain America movie, and they're successful at it being Captain America.
I agree, because Act 1 and Act 3 are all Captain America.
But everybody gets their little time to shine. Mm-hmm. So
what about ugly? I got to get a couple things out of the way.
Why don't you go first?
Black Panther's too CG for me, dude. Like, it's funny because when we talked about it on Nerd Rage, you didn't like the suit, and I liked it. Mm-hmm. Seeing it in person, I was like, it's too CG. I wish it was more armory. Like
it doesn't move like it should.
It doesn't move naturally enough. It looks animated to me.
Like I kind of wanted his eyes to emote like it was Deadpool.
Yeah. And I felt like there was times where like he was creeping, but it like was super obvious. Like it was like he's supposed to be like being like ninja-esque.
Yeah.
But it's like a big black cat guy walking down the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm like if he was like crouching in the shadows and stuff. Like I just think
there were some very few parts that he was feline in his movements. They were good when they did it, but they should have done it more.
Yeah.
He wasn't like Ben Affleck's Batman, much creepier.
Yeah.
Much creepier in the way he moved and how aggressive he was.
The Spider-Man CGI, because most of that's all CGI as well.
Yeah.
That
was even the salute CGI? I couldn't tell.
See, he didn't bother me. But when Panther was there, I was like, oh my, it's obvious.
That's that one kick I was talking about. Like he kicks, he's like, boom. He spins. No,
that's
higher.
See, I think that's actually
higher.
I think that's actually a guy because I think that's on a cable.
Yeah, but I'm saying this. Regardless if it's CGI effects or what's it called? Practical effects.
Right.
It looked goof.
But for me, the CGI stuff bothered me more than that. Like far more. Like just to see him stand up and stuff, I was like, this looks like a video game to me.
Yeah. So
and ugly for you.
I guess the biggest ugly was the plot, the little plot hiccups, and that the bad guy didn't really have any more weight to what he was doing. But it was cool how it was all tied together. But there's a key part about Cap's knowledge of events that I don't think he should have known. Without putting any spoilers out, I think he should have been surprised and I didn't know about that, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I think that the fact that he knew was a little bit more betrayal than I think he would have allowed himself to do. I think if as soon as from jump, he'd have been honest with Tony.
I have two more uglies.
Okay.
One of which being they just need to put that chick in the Scarlet Witch suit because the movie suit is stupid.
Oh, like
there's no reason to like put on this big trench coat with like a Renaissance fair.
Yeah,
like it's dumb.
Yeah. we're going to drink mead
because it's
and eat turkey legs
because it's halfway, and funnel cakes. Don't forget the funnel cakes. But it's halfway. If they would put her in like
you admired my bosom.
If they would put her in like BDU pants or something where it like actually is tactical, then fine. Or if you're gonna put her in the super suit, fine. But don't put her in this halfway cosplay nonsense. Just like put her in the suit.
She was good though.
I
liked her.
Yeah, she did a great job.
She did a good job.
I think the cast pretty much overall.
I think
did
everybody.
A great job.
And you know what? Don Cheadle nailed it. Anthony Mack nailed it. Even the goofy things that Scott Lang, what's his name?
Yeah. Whoever, yeah.
Paul Rudd. He even nailed.
Oscar knows him.
Yeah, he even nailed how he should have nailed it based on who he was from the Ant-Man movie.
Yeah. I think that my only other ugly is that there's pretty much, in my opinion, there's three major moments.
Mm-hmm.
There is you get to see Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
You see Iron Man with Cheadle,
mm-hmm.
and then there's a third one, which kind of some toys have kind of spoiled, and something else. I'm not going to mention it.
Yeah,
but the three big things, all spoiled. It's the same Batman vs Superman problem. The major events were all spoiled.
There was one more ugly. It's not an ugly, but I wouldn't have preferred it. I do think that Robert Downey Jr. kind of stole the show from Chris Evans. Like he had more of an arc.
I feel like he toned. I feel like
he did tone it down, but he had more of an arc.
I'm going to talk about that because I have a big problem with Robert Downey Jr. in this movie.
Okay, sure.
I can't. It's spoilerific.
We're going to save it for the podcast.
So if you've seen the movie, check out Nerd Rage Radio on iTunes or Google Play or Podbean or...
I don't know if we like how we're all lounged out.
Stitcher or Player FM. I'm going to touch your face.
Stop it. Nobody likes that.
Outside of that, I got Fans Toys Hound coming in a couple days.
Mm-hmm. Another big surprise.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.
Salute you, Captain.
Salute you, Miles.
Yes.